Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're doing a deep dive today into
Yeah.
something that I think a lot of you are thinking about right now,
Yeah.
and that is mastering your financial future,
Hmm.
especially with,
For
the
sure.
cost of everything
Yeah,
going up these days.
absolutely.
Um, so I am very excited to be talking about this article today
Okay.
about building wealth online
Yeah.
because it's got some really interesting alternatives. I think particularly for single mothers
Yeah.
or anyone who's kind of looking to,
Right.
break free from that traditional 9 to 5.
Yeah, I think what's so fascinating about this article is that it goes beyond the sort of typical
Yeah,
budgeting advice, and it
right.
it dives into a program that focuses on mindset
Uh-huh.
and digital skills
Hmm.
and the power of community.
Yes, and it really reminds me of that Sarah Blakely quote,
Oh, yeah.
the founder of Spanx. She said, "It's important to be willing to make mistakes.
Hmm.
The worst thing that can happen is you become memorable." And I just thought,
That's so interesting because it really is at the heart of entrepreneurship.
yeah, you have to be willing to take risks and sort of
You do.
learn from those stumbles.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's particularly relevant for the program that this article highlights,
Okay.
the Millionaire's Apprentice program.
Okay.
Now, I know the name might sound a little intimidating,
Right.
but the article emphasizes its accessibility
Yeah.
and how it really empowers individuals to kind of take control of their financial destinies.
Exactly, and the timing couldn't be better. They cite some pretty eye-opening statistics.
Okay.
5.4% inflation,
Oh, wow.
hitting our wallets last year.
Yeah.
And over 30% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings.
Oh, my gosh.
So, for single mothers in particular, this isn't just about numbers. It's
Uh-huh.
about creating that sense of security
Sure.
and providing opportunities for their families.
Absolutely hit the nail on the head. And that's where this anti-9 to 5 income plan.
Yeah, that the article says is central to this Millionaire's Apprentice program. That's where this comes into play.
Correct.
This is all about leveraging the digital world to create income streams outside of the traditional job market.
So I'm really curious about this anti-9 to 5 income plan
Yeah.
because it seems like it's about tapping into that
Yeah.
entrepreneurial spirit,
Yeah.
much like Madam C.J. Walker did back in the early 1900s.
That's a great parallel. Madam C.J. Walker was one of the first self-made female millionaires. And she was a true visionary, She identified a need in the market
Yeah.
for hair care products specifically designed for Black women and built this tremendously successful business from the ground up.
Wow.
What's so remarkable is that she achieved all of this during a time when opportunities for women,
Yeah.
especially Black women,
Right.
were incredibly limited. So it speaks to the power of resilience
Yeah.
and seizing those opportunities, something that this program really seems to emphasize.
It really makes me think about, what it takes to really cultivate that go-getter attitude. Is it something you're born with, or can you actually develop that? I know the program talks about mindset mastery
Yeah.
as the first step in this anti-9 to 5 income plan. So I'm curious to hear more about how they approach that.
Yeah, that's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
The article explains that mindset mastery is about shifting from a mindset of seeking security,
Uh-huh.
which can often feel elusive,
Mm.
to one of resilience and adaptability.
Okay.
They even compare it to training for a marathon, not a sprint.
I love that. When I ran my first marathon,
Yeah.
it was all about mental toughness, just as much as physical endurance. Yeah, there were moments I wanted to give up,
Right.
but I kept reminding myself of my goal
Yeah.
and why I started in the first place. So it seems like that same kind of mental fortitude is really crucial for navigating the ups and downs of entrepreneurship.
Exactly. And the program seems to provide tools and strategies to help individuals develop that resilience. Instead of getting bogged down by setbacks, it encourages them to view challenges as opportunities for growth.
Right.
It's about learning from mistakes and using them as fuel to propel you forward.
So it sounds like building that resilient mindset
Hmm.
is a crucial foundation,
Yeah.
but then you have to figure out what you're actually going to do.
Right.
Right. The next step in the plan
Exactly.
is all about finding your niche and doing market research.
That's right. It's about figuring out what you're passionate about, what you're good at, and just as importantly, what people are actually searching for online.
Yeah.
You could be incredibly talented at something,
Right.
but if there's no market demand for it,
Yeah.
it's going to be difficult to build a sustainable business around it.
It's about finding that sweet spot
Mm.
where your skills and passions intersect
Yeah,
with a genuine need in the market.
absolutely.
And I imagine the digital landscape offers a lot of opportunities to do just that.
Absolutely. And that's where the next step comes in. Exploring digital revenue streams. The article highlights that the program delves into various ways to make money online. And that's where things start to get really exciting because there's so much potential for flexibility and creativity. We're talking about things like affiliate marketing, where you partner with businesses and promote their products or services, earning a commission on each sale. Then there's content creation, where you build an audience by creating valuable content like videos, blog posts, podcasts, and monetize through advertising sponsorships or even selling your own digital products. The possibilities are vast.
Yeah.
Especially for busy single moms who need that flexibility in their schedules.
That's so cool. It seems like there's a digital revenue stream out there for almost anyone.
Yeah.
No matter their skills or interests.
Yeah.
But it can also feel kind of overwhelming.
Sure.
Trying to figure out where to even start.
Right.
So how does this program help people navigate all those options?
Well, it seems to emphasize finding the right fit for each individual. So for instance, if you're someone who loves writing and has a knack for explaining complex topics in a clear and engaging way, creating online courses or ebooks might be a great avenue. Or if you're a social media whiz with a passion for fashion, maybe affiliate marketing with clothing brands would be a better fit. The key is to find something that you enjoy and can see yourself doing long term.
I love that. It's not just about chasing the latest trend or trying to replicate someone else's success.
Exactly.
It's about finding something that genuinely aligns with your strengths and interests. So it feels less like work and more like for something you actually enjoy doing.
Precisely. And once you've identified your niche and explored those revenue streams, the next step, according to the article, is brand building and scaling strategies. This is where you start to think about your unique value proposition. What makes you stand out from the crowd? It's about crafting a brand that resonates with your target audience and effectively communicates your value.
So it's like building your online reputation and making sure it reflects who you are and what you offer. I imagine that's crucial.
Absolutely.
In the digital world where there's so much noise and competition.
Absolutely. And think about Madam C.J. Walker again.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't just create a product. She built a brand that stood for empowerment and self-sufficiency, which deeply resonated with her target market. Her story is a powerful reminder that a strong brand goes beyond just selling a product or service. It's about connecting with your audience on a deeper level.
And that authenticity is probably what makes people trust you and want to support your business. But once you've built that brand, how do you actually scale it up and reach more people? I know that can feel intimidating, especially when you're first starting out.
That's where the program's emphasis on mentorship and community support comes in. The fifth and final step of the anti-9-to-5 income plan is all about connecting with others who have already walked this path and can offer guidance and encouragement. The article highlights the importance of having a network of mentors and peers who can provide insights, share resources, and celebrate those milestones along the way.
You know, that aspect really speaks to me. Because it's so easy to feel isolated when you're working on your own. Especially in the online world. Having that community can make all the difference. Both in terms of practical support and just having that emotional encouragement.
Absolutely.
To keep going when things get tough.
Absolutely. And I think it also reinforces the idea that wealth building doesn't have to be a solitary pursuit. Collaboration and community can play a huge role in success, especially in the digital age, where connecting with like-minded individuals is easier than ever before.
So we've talked about the 5 steps of this anti-9-to-5 income plan. Mastering your mindset, finding your niche, exploring those digital revenue streams, building a strong brand, and tapping into the power of community. It's a lot to take in, but it also feels incredibly empowering.
It really does. And if we step back and look at the big picture, what we're talking about here is a shift in perspective. Instead of feeling trapped by traditional notions of work and income, this program empowers individuals to create their own opportunities and design a work life that aligns with their passions and goals.
Exactly. And it's not just about making money. It's about having the freedom and flexibility to live life on your own terms. It's about creating a life where you can spend more time with your family, pursue your passions, and make a real impact on the world.
It really is inspiring to think about the possibilities, especially when the article highlighted, those statistics about so many Americans.